my friends, welcome to my Sun's Out, Books Out vlog week. I have been looking forward to this for months now, and I cannot believe that it's already here. I feel like we were just planning this yesterday, and now it's already nearing the end of June. Where has the summer gone? But I am so extremely excited. I feel like we have a lot more people participating than I thought. I feel like with readathons, I always get kind of nervous because you put so much work into something and you're not sure if people are going to be interested enough to be involved. But let me tell you guys, I am actually filming this at the end of Monday, which is the first day, and I am already blown away at the amount of people and participants and support that we have all gotten for this readathon. So first of all, thank you so much for participating. It's only day one. I am already having such a blast with you guys. I could not have asked for a better turnout. So plans for this vlog: obviously reading my books. You guys have probably seen my June TBR that include my TBR for this video, but I do have some minor adjustments that have already been made the first day. So I figured I would walk you guys through my whole TBR once again because I keep forgetting like what books I'm reading, go with what prompts, and so I think it's just gonna help remind me too. And honestly, this is a big stack. Like, this is basically 4 whole books. These are all like 300 pages or more, which is absolutely insane. So we will see how this goes, but let me just give you a quick rundown. So obviously I'm going to be reading The Counselors by Jessica Goodman. For some reason I could not find my book or my copy. I know it's somewhere around here because I actually started it this weekend. I'm already halfway through, and I will just say I'm not loving it. I'm loving the nostalgic vibes, but the story and the teenage drama just isn't really for me, even though I know it's young adult. It just feels like new adult. Maybe it's just because I haven't read young adult in so long, but I'm like, this feels like adult. There's a lot of adult content in here. I don't know what I'm gonna think by the end, so I'm not exactly loving it. But in order to push through, because I really want to finish it and discuss with you guys, I think I'm actually going to read that book along with another book. So just read at least like 50 pages or 20 pages or so every day while I read other books, I think is going to get me through that one. So obviously that's my priority. The first prompt is to choose a book with yellow on the cover, and I chose Reckless Girls because it just looks really tropical. It looks really fun. I have heard mediocre reviews about this one, but I do have access to the audio and it's extremely short. I feel like that'll be easy to fly through, and it might be my first pick. I also have We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, which is also extremely short. The audiobook is like 6 hours long, which means I could get it done in 3 hours on 2 times speed. I am very skeptical because it's young adult, and I have not read a young adult thriller in like a year or 2 possibly, so I really don't know how this one is gonna go, and honestly, I am so shocked I have not been spoiled for this at all. This came to my attention because the sequel, I guess, or prequel came out called Family of Liars, and so I was like, okay, I need to read this, and I feel like a readathon was the perfect time to pick it up. I also have Dial A for Aunties, which is actually a book chosen by a friend, and Lauren, quote-unquote, kind of recommended this to me because I picked it up for the readathon knowing I was going to make it fit a prompt, and she kept telling me how good the audio is, so I'm hopefully going to be reading this one along with the audio. It looks like a cute, cozy mystery that kind of gives me Finley Donovan vibes. Honestly, I think I'm looking forward to this one probably the most. Of course, I had to add a fantasy, and I chose The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. It is also very short. I have access to the audio, so I can listen to it at work while I'm doing chores. Just very accessible to be able to listen anywhere at any time. And this is a standalone, I believe. And this has just stood out to me for a while now because the cover is so dang gorgeous. Have been seeing kind of up and down reviews, but I really want to find out for myself. And the book that I'm going to be reading while I go on a picnic is Surfside Girls, The Secret of Danger Point. This is a middle grade graphic novel, and of course, you know, I have to fit in a graphic novel and or a manga to every single readathon I do, because sometimes you just need a break from looking at words all day long, and this looks nothing short of amazing. Has a little bit of mystery to it, and I can tell from just the images there's going to be some humor. Kind of sad that I have to wait all the way until the weekend to get to this one, but I am very excited for it. I'm actually about to jump on the reading sprints with Keisha and Kendall to kick the readathon off, but Lauren and Elizabeth convinced me to read My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. This is supposed to be like a summer fling kind of like horror book. I always consider this kind of a fall book, which is why I was keeping it for fall, but I've been eyeing this for ages now, and I feel like this is the perfect time to pick it up. So I think I'm actually going to be replacing Reckless Girls for yellow on the cover, because I tried to get a hold of this at my library for my chill thriller, and there's now a 2-week hold, which is not going to work out. So I might have to replace this for this as my chill thriller, because this was originally my yellow on the cover. I don't really know what's going to end up happening with these, because the thing is, I always go into readathons extremely confident, and then things like this happen where I don't get access to the audio, or I didn't do my research, and I end up switching things up. Like I said, I'm about to jump on reading sprints here in a minute, but you guys, I've been listening to this all day at work, and I even took a longer lunch break, and I only have 1 hour left of this audiobook. I don't think I've ever finished one book in a day during a readathon. So let me just say, I am feeling a little extra confidence boost with this readathon, but I will just say right now that this really is not that memorable. I'm kind of trudging through it, which is why I think I've been listening to it faster than usual, and I think I'm actually going to pick up this one during sprints tonight because I am just very excited for it. And I just found out today that I'm actually 6 books away from reading 50 books this year. So imagine if I could read 5 books and then maybe like an extra graphic novel or something, maybe I could reach 50. But I just thought that was super cool, so I'm definitely even more motivated to finish all 5 of these books at least. Clearly I have my work cut out for me, as well as the counselors, so we will see how this week goes. I do have my whole weekend blocked off to go to my parents' pool, go on a picnic, go to the park, maybe even go to Barnes & Noble and sit for an afternoon and just read. So I did purposefully block out chunks of time this weekend to get a lot done or catch up if I need to. Just watch me crash and burn after being so confident in this intro. Like, it's probably gonna happen. So that is all I have for you now. I need to go hop on sprints. I'm probably not going to update you anymore tonight. I will probably see you tomorrow night after work. I feel like I'm gonna be vlogging a little bit sporadically through the week, and then once the weekend hits, hopefully I'll have more b-roll and some fun footage. So I will update you guys tomorrow and hopefully have a pretty decent reading update. Hello everyone, and welcome to Tuesday, day 2 of the Suns Out Books Out Readathon. I definitely have an update for you guys because I finished one whole book yesterday, the first day of the readathon. But before we talk about this book that I finished, and I definitely have some thoughts, they're not exactly good thoughts, I have a big, if I can get it, I have a giant book unboxing. We got some packages to open because, why, yes, I did make use of the Amazon and Target sales that have recently been happening, and I may have taken use of them twice. Let's just go ahead and dive right into some of the books I recently got, which, by the way, after this, I am putting myself on a hard book ban, you guys, a hard book ban. If I buy any books, they are only allowed to be spooky books because I want to do like a giant spooky book haul in the fall. So until then, we are not buying any books. We are saving our pennies, but if I do end up buying any books at all, they have to be fall books. So the first package I have is from my amazing friend Kendall. She was like, "Did you get a random package on your doorstep yesterday?" And I said, yes I did, but I've been waiting all day today and yesterday to hold off to open all of these together, so I'm itching to find out what this is. You guys, Kendall is the sweetest friend ever. She always sends me little surprises like this. I have no clue what it is, but we're gonna find out together. Oh, I found it. Don't get the receipt. There was no way I was letting you buy this for me without you owning it. I just wanted to send these to you because your friendship means the world to me and I'm so grateful for you. Oh my gosh. You did not. No! Oh my gosh. You guys, this book absolutely wrecked me. It was my favorite book that I read last year and probably the third book in my entire life that I have actually sobbed at. I don't have a finished copy yet. I just have like the black and gold arc, but this one is the special edition. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Look at this. There's also like this author note on the inside, and I'm not exactly sure what makes this a special edition, but I think the regular hard copy is red, but I'm a fan of the blue, so oh my goodness, I am so excited. I need to do a reread of this one so I can annotate this one because I love this book. This is gonna be one of those books that I have like 10 copies of in different editions because I am that obsessed. So thank you so much. I literally could not have asked for a more perfect book. Like, I am so happy right now. Next we have this little bag, which honestly, I'm kind of nervous to look at the books because Amazon sucks lately with their books. Seriously, they just throw them into bags or boxes without any of this padding stuff. And I've gotten so many damaged books and I'm one of those people that's too lazy to return or exchange it. I don't even remember what's in here, to be honest with you. Oh, okay, yes. So the first book is The Beach Trap by Grady. I was seeing a couple people on Instagram rant and rave about this book, and I mean, come on, look at the cover. This is like the cutest cover ever. Definitely Parent Trap vibes with this. This is so cute. I am obsessed with this cover. Honestly, that's what sold me with this. I am very excited for this one. It just looks like the perfect summertime read, and if you haven't heard about it yet, I believe it just came out in June, early June. So yeah, you guys should definitely pick it up or wait until I read it and I'll let you know how it goes. And then I also have Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm very happy that this is not messed up. The cover looks good, but this one is my favorite of her new cover redesigns. Something about her backlist just hits so different. I love the wholesome romance versus these other kind of contemporary lit routes she's taking with her books. She writes romance so good, and I wish she would go back and write more. And after I read One True Loves and sobbed my eyes out, I had to have another one of her books. Let's see, I cannot remember what I even ordered. Oh yes, okay, so Notes on an Execution, first of all, is extremely small. This is like a very square, small book. Lauren was the one that I first ever saw read this, I think. And another one of my friends said this is kind of hard to read, but I think this takes place in the mind of a serial killer, I believe. So I think there's also perspectives of the women that he did these wrong things to, and it sounds very hard-hitting, and holy crap! Do you guys see how tiny this text is? That is so small. There has been nothing but amazing reviews about this book, especially from friends that I know and trust. I decided to pick it up and hopefully we'll read it very soon. Okay, these next two books I was debating on even telling you guys or showing you guys because I kind of want it to be a surprise. So this may end up as vlog footage or it may not. But I am literally just gonna lift these books up and not say a single thing about them, okay? So you can speculate all you want, but I'm not telling you anything. Because there's a purpose that I bought these, but I'm not saying it. Okay, that's all you get. Okay, last, my big giant Target box. They also had buy two get one free. I may or may not have gone a little bit crazy and bought 3 more of Sarah J. Maas in the Throne of Glass series, because if you price these out on Amazon, they are $10 more than what the Target sale was worth. There's also a big reason why I did get these, because I recently invested in these guys. These are the first ever special edition book covers or books I've ever gotten. I usually don't ever get a book subscription or anything, so this was my first big investment, and now I cannot wait to put the brand new, way more beautiful covers on my books now, and I am so excited. Here is my not so little haul of books that I'm planning to read very, very soon. Pretty much all of these I'm going to be adding to a TBR or had a purpose in buying. I hope you guys enjoyed that little book haul. Like I said, I feel like every single reading vlog is going to have some type of haul where we go to the bookstore or we unbox things. But like I said, I did finish this during sprints last night. It wasn't a great pick to start off with, I'm just gonna say that. The pacing was very, very off, and I should have suspected that because it's named Reckless Girls, there was gonna be some type of romance side plot or subplot, but it ended up taking over the book completely. 3/4 of the book was all like drama and romance, and then the last like 20 pages was like multiple plot twists. And I didn't hate the plot twists, but the pacing was so off. The writing I didn't mind, but if the pacing is really bad, like I was thinking about DNFing this and I was like, no, we're gonna stick it out. But I'm also glad I didn't actually buy this because the publisher sent it to me and I didn't end up liking it. Overall, if you're looking for like tropical beach vibes or like more adventure, like personally I wanted more of that adventure, you're not gonna get that from this book. This was not my favorite. There was also an excessive amount of language. I am fine with language. It does not bother me, but when it's literally non-stop and used for no specific reason other than just to use it, it was extremely aggravating and jarring, and I just didn't like it. It really took me out of the story. This is also full of so many unlikable characters. This book overall was just very forgettable. I listened to all of it on audio, and I really don't think the audio had anything to do with me like pulling out of the story, but I just could not get with this. Unfortunately, we're not starting off real strong, but after that I did end up reading a few pages of this, and this is so much better than Reckless Girls. I am shocked with how good this is. Like, it starts off where we have two little girls that become friends, and you kind of see them grow and become teenagers, and there are 80s song titles for the chapter titles, which I absolutely love. Even though I was born in the 90s, I still can understand these references, which I was also concerned about going into, but I am really, really enjoying this. So I don't have many more thoughts. Lauren did just message me and said there has something to do with a dog in it, so I'm a little bit nervous, but she also told me it's giving her Stranger Things vibes, which is exactly what I'm here for. And then I also read about 20% of this on audio at work today, and I am shocked at how much I am liking this. The world building is very unique, and it starts off with a bang where you're just very curious what's gonna happen. I do also need to read some more of The Counselors, so I may force myself to read this, but I'm still halfway through. I didn't read it yesterday. We're gonna see where the night takes us. We will see, but I will check in with you when I have another update. Hello everyone! Welcome to Suns Out Books Out Day 4. I did not update you guys yesterday because I literally ate dinner, shoveled it in my mouth, and then I was on sprints with Lauren from 7 to 11 p.m. I literally read so much last night, did not get the chance to update you guys. I finished my second book! Oh my gosh, you guys, okay, I freaking loved this. Like, I always thought I kind of would love it, but I didn't know what I was getting into. Like, the whole exorcism thing kind of threw me for a loop. I didn't think it was gonna be scary, but it's definitely a really hard, heavy topic that I just didn't know what I was gonna think. I have so many amazing things to say about this book, and I don't know if it was quite 5 stars. There was a little bit of a lull at a point where it felt like it was being drawn out in the end, and I was like, okay, let's move on. It takes place in Charleston, which is very close to where I live. I visited Charleston multiple times, and the setting was amazing because I've been there, and it was just so relatable in that aspect. The biggest thing for me was the friend dynamic. I need Abby as a best friend. Like, I want to be her friend. I have never read a book that has a friend dynamic this strong. We go from when they are very small and then to the very end of their life, and it just absolutely blew me away, and that's what made it feel like 5 stars, is the whole friendship dynamic. I want to say I would go to the extent that Abby did as a friend, but the situations in this book are honestly kind of terrifying. I don't know that I would be as willing as Abby, but she is so amazing and confident and just willing to do anything for her friend. So there is 3 big trigger warnings in this book, and I'm not going to say what it is because they're all kind of spoilery. Please look this up or DM me or something if you want me to give you the spoilers, because there's definitely some heavy topics in this. There's even terms like butt munch, and that term I used to throw around with my college roommates, and the fact that there was Dungeons and Dragons references totally was giving me Stranger Things vibes, especially the paranormal aspect to this was so reminiscent, and I feel like I could not have picked this up at a better time while we wait for volume 2. I was born mid-90s, but I was still able to understand everything in this book. Maybe not everything, but pretty much everything, so I feel like that didn't hinder my enjoyment at all either, which I was super glad. One part I didn't love was Gretchen's parents were terrible. Like, they did not believe a terrible thing happened to her. They didn't believe their own daughter, and the way they treated her was awful. So that was the only thing I didn't like about the story. Overall, he creates amazing visuals. Like, I could picture this so vividly, and he's also a screenwriter, so it kind of makes sense, but if you have access to the audiobook, please listen to the audiobook. The creepy whispering and different sounds and just different effects that the narrator brought to life was phenomenal. I loved this. So kind of made up for how much I didn't love Reckless Girls because I was like, oh boy, we're not getting off to a great start here with the readathon. But tonight I'm actually going to go home and hopefully finish The Counselors. I think I'm about 60 something, almost 70% of the way through, and I still don't have any more thoughts on it, but Lauren is an absolute saint and let me log into her Libro FM account because she has access to the audio and I don't have access to the audio, so I was like, maybe I just won't even finish this during the readathon, but now I can. So I am very excited about that. We're gonna finish my 3rd book tonight. I may or may not update more tonight. I'm not really sure yet. I've been feeling under the weather all day. I can definitely tell between the readathon and life stuff that I am getting extremely burned out. I've had like this tension headache all day that is not going away, and I think I'm gonna go home and take a little nap after dinner because my body is screaming at me and I don't want the readathon to feel like a chore or for me not to enjoy myself because I'm stressed or tired. So we're gonna do a little self-care tonight, and I will probably catch up with you guys tomorrow and let you know how the weekend is looking and what I have planned for that. Hello friends, welcome to day 5? Oh my gosh, it's already day 5. Oh my word. This week has literally flown by so fast, and I'm gonna be so sad once this readathon is over because it has been a freaking blast. I'm actually about to get ready for our live show, which starts in about 45 minutes, so I've been prepping the games for that. I cannot wait to see everyone and hang out and read. There's just something about live streams and live sprints that make you feel so much closer to everyone, and it just feels so special. So I'm excited to see the turnout tonight and see how it goes. I've never hosted like games before. It's only been reading sprints, so I'm a little nervous how it's gonna go. I do have a really good reading update. To be honest with you guys, I've actually completed all the prompts. Not all of my books, but literally all the prompts. So technically I don't have to read this weekend, but you guys know I picked out my 6 books and I'm planning to read my 6 books. So I basically have 1.5 books to read this weekend, which is not bad. I don't know how I've read that much. Before I give you guys an actual reading update, I have a couple more exciting packages to share with you. And if you guys know anything about the Common Room shop, you may have an idea of what this is, but before I get into that, my dear friend Kendall sent me another package, and we all love a good book mail opening moment, so I figured we could do that together. I literally have no idea what this is. She hasn't hinted at it. She hasn't said much. I don't know what to expect. My gosh! She knows me so well. You guys, get a bookish friend that knows your taste. I have been on this Taylor Jenkins Reid ride of her backlist and loving every second. I do not own this one yet. This one is probably my favorite in terms of cover. I mean, look at that. That orange and the pink is just so minimalistic. I love it. This is going on my July TBR, so I cannot believe you did this, Kendall. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Seriously, she knows me so well. Oh my goodness, this packaging is goals. Last time I ordered a t-shirt from her, I think it was a couple of years ago when she first started out. I have like a Hufflepuff t-shirt, but she did not have like this official packaging and everything. So I am very excited about this. I actually pre-ordered this because I wanted to make sure I got one because I was terrified that it would go out of stock. These colors, are you kidding me? I am dead inside. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. It says, "See you in the upside down. Welcome to Hawkins, the best small town in Indiana." Look at these colors. Like, this is just amazing. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is actually like a puff print. I don't know if that will show very well on camera, but it's like this upraised, really good high quality shirt. I love that it seems to already fit like in the shoulders, but it's long and it's oversized, so you can wear it with a good pair of biker shorts. I'm obsessed. I love like the very thick collar as well. Like, you just kind of know that it's a good quality shirt. I cannot wait, obviously, to wear it July 1st. My sister and I have our calendars marked and we are going to be doing a watch party. So maybe we'll eat some waffles or something. I don't know. I will leave the link to this shirt if she does have some right now. She may have sold out. Did I spend a little too much on a t-shirt? Maybe. But do I want to support my friends and their small business? Absolutely. Yesterday, which was Wednesday, I finished the Exorcism. Not the Exorcism. My best friend's Exorcism. Why is that so hard to remember? I have no idea. I also finished The Counselors, like I said, thanks to Lauren for helping me by letting me borrow her audio account that she has. I was able to finish this one, and then I also could not wait until the weekend to read this on my picnic. I picked up this little cute graphic novel, which was so adorable, and because it's not what I expected, honestly, I had to give it 4 stars. I don't think it was just the unexpected aspect though. I feel like it was very young. Like, it did feel young, and that doesn't necessarily mean like it's a bad thing, but it did feel a little bit choppy. Overall, the story was really good. I adore these girls and their friendship, and 100% you get so many beach vibes. I cannot wait to pick up the next one. Overall, this was just a really good time. This was absolutely adorable. Highly recommend it. This was for the beach, ocean, or island setting prompt. I don't think I would have finished this if it hadn't been for the audio, if I'm just being completely honest. I loved the summer camp nostalgic vibes, but the pacing was very off. The ending wasn't necessarily predictable. There was a part in this that I did not see coming, but it was like to the point where I didn't care. I don't know about you guys or any of you that read this, but I was not like a party girl as a teenager, and all of these teenagers in this book were very party hardy. That's not me, so it was hard to relate to any of the characters. I didn't really care for Ava as our main character. Their friend trio was very weird. They only saw each other once a year at this camp, and they tried to keep up with each other's lives outside of that. I don't know, there's a lot of miscommunication. I didn't really care for their friendship. I think I've just read so many adult mystery thrillers at this point that this just seemed very slow, very not thrilling, and I also feel like this cover is very deceiving because while there is blood and it looks kind of like maybe a gory, scary slasher of some type, but I was expecting a little bit more murder, I guess, or a little bit more mystery. I have been enjoying talking to everyone about this book because it seems like about 50% of people have loved it and 50% have basically hated it, and I feel like I want to be generous and give it 3 stars, but it was almost a 2. We gave the author a lot of good publicity, so I say that's good, but again, it was not the worst book I've ever read. It just didn't turn out to be exactly what what I expected. This is the book that I have been most excited to pick up all week. I bought this for the readathon, and that is why I decided to save it till the weekend, but I've heard the audiobook is fantastic, so I will give you an update on that. But like I said, with these 4 books already, I've completed all the prompts because this is a group read, ocean island beach setting. This is also yellow on the cover, but Lauren recommended and Elizabeth kind of recommended it to me because we wanted to buddy read it. And then this one is my chill thriller. So technically that's all the prompts. Very proud of myself, so I will catch up with you guys probably in the morning. I am planning to go to the pool at my parents' if it's not raining, get a little vitamin D in, and yeah, just take it easy for the most part tomorrow because this week has been go 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 nonstop. I have done sprints Monday, Wednesday, and tonight. They've all been like 2.5 up to 4 hours, so I am very tired. We're just gonna chill tomorrow and probably Sunday, so I will see you guys then.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself. And I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be. I found you today. It feels like it's been forever, laughing all day. We spin around, your hand reaches mine. Feels like I can't do anything, just give me a mountain to climb. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the
Hello everyone, welcome to the last day, sadly, of the readathon. I am so sad that this week is already coming to an end because it has been such a blast and a joy to hang out with all of you and see all your pictures and the books you've been reading. And let me just say, you guys have been killing it with your TBRs. Like, you guys have amazing taste, by the way, and I actually don't have too much time to talk right now because I'm about to head out to meet with Kendall to do our little picnic, which is going to be fun. And it is overcast, like it kind of looks like it might rain, but honestly that might work in our favor because that means it's not going to be as hot out. If it does rain, we may end up at a bookstore, which again, no surprise to anyone. But clearly yesterday did not go how I planned, or at least the whole day didn't go how I planned it. I wanted to get some reading done by the pool and then just come home, read some more, and then jump on for the movie night, but I ended up not really going swimming because it was about to rain. Didn't get any reading done because my sister just got back from Europe, so we were trying to catch up, and then I ended up getting tacos at a new place that my dad introduced us to, which was so good. And then I ended up coming home for the movie night, and I did read a little bit. Let's see, I am about 72 pages into this. I think I have like 3 hours and 20 minutes left of the audio, which is not bad at all. I really think I'll be able to get through this book, but I don't think I'll be able to make it through this one, which is totally fine because my graphic novel is like the beach setting, and I think this one might eventually take place on a beach or an island, so I'm not too mad about not finishing this, especially because I really love to read fantasy physically. That is a little update. I am loving this. It is hilarious, and I actually like the romance aspect. I feel like like it's a second chance romance, and I wasn't expecting it to be as heavy on the romance because it is in the mystery thriller section at Barnes & Noble. All of these aunties and them trying to cover up the body is just hilarious because they don't take it seriously, and I can't put this down. I love it so much. The audiobook is phenomenal. Like I said, I'm about to run out the door. I'm about to take my picnic stuff with me. I have a blanket. I got a cute little basket from Target, so I will show kind of all those different things of me unpacking my picnic when we get there. I got like 2, I guess, hand towels that are super cute, and a basket and some bottles, and it was all like 10 bucks, and I will definitely reuse it. So I made some pasta salad this morning, some Greek pasta salad, so I'm going to be taking that. I feel like that's a very summery thing to eat. I just love pasta in any way, shape, or form, so that's what I'm bringing, as well as some cookies, and I really like limeade, so that's what we're going with. I'm just really excited to see Kendall because we have been meeting up like once a week at this point, and I feel like I haven't seen her in like a month. We're very excited to hang out and hopefully get some reading done.
Both of our fingers were like,
Wait.
oh yeah, that probably makes more sense.
Oh, do we even get it?
Wait.
Oh my gosh.
The life of a YouTuber.
I have to crouch down. I'm still reading this. What are you reading?
Still reading It Happened One Summer.
Yeah, and do you like it?
Okay. I literally talked to Elizabeth about this morning. Honestly, Brendan, the boy in the book, is the only thing that makes this book, like, decent.
Is he funny?
Yeah. He's funny and sweet.
Oh.
But, like, Piper's, like, Elle Woods, but, like, she doesn't get better. Like, so far she hasn't. And I'm like...
Yeah. Like,
you want to... I mean, airheadness is, like, fine. Like,
Yeah.
fine. But it's just... At a certain point, you're like... That's enough.
yeah, like, I know you have a brain, like, some type of logic. We're just out here reading, or about to, and kind of sweating. At least I'm sweaty.
Yeah.
And it's not that busy. You could probably hear the water fountain, too. Pinky promise. She's ready.
What?
No buying books unless they're spooky books today.
Okay. Promise.
Promise.
I can't promise how many spooky books I'll buy. They'll be spooky.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Because literally, like, when you sent me your list of the spooky books, I was like, add.
I'm gonna go so broke.
Barnes & Noble parking lot because I did it again and I don't have any regrets. Like, Kendall and I both have this thing where we are on a book buying ban, and if you are buying spooky books for the fall as like a book haul that I want to do later, that's okay. but no other books are allowed to be bought. And I strayed away once today. So I have 4 books that I got. I was trying to limit myself to literally just one book, but there's a couple manga that I've had my eye on for a long time, and for some reason whenever I'm done with readathons, I just want to read something easy, and I'm feeling like this giant manga binge is about to come over me, so I'm hoping to ride that out, but I only have like 3 or 4 novels at home that I have not yet read from various series. First of all, I got Witch Hat Atelier. I did not realize that number 9 already came out, so Kendall found this. I had to swoop it up. There was only 2 left, and obviously this is witchy, so this counts. Even if I do read it now, this is gonna count for like a spooky book. You guys know this is my favorite manga series, so could not say no to this one. But a recent series called Freyren Beyond Journey's End is a new one that I have been loving. It's fantasy, but it's not super hard to understand. It's more adventure, and there is an emotional side to it, which I am really loving. This is number 2. I've only read 1. I think there's only 4 out at this point. I'm not really sure, but I am loving this. It took me by surprise. And then you guys know that I loved my best friend's Exorcism, so I had to buy the one Grady Hendrix book that I have not read yet. I really want to read this one so badly. I know this is very polarizing. People either love it or hate it, but I'm going into this completely blind. And his new book, the Haunted House book, I thought came out this fall, but when I looked it said January 2023. That sucks. So I'm going to be reading this one this fall instead of the Haunted House one. And I also found A Cosmology of Monsters. I first found out about this from Desi, from Darling Desi, and she has really good spooky fall recommendations because she doesn't really read horror, and I don't like horror or read horror that much either. I like it sprinkled throughout. It doesn't bother me that much if it's just a little bit here and there. But this one has to do with like a family of monsters that all have their like different terrors. There's like a family dynamic, and it sounds like the Addams Family. I don't know what I'm getting into with this one, but it does seem a little bit lighter on the spooky side. I definitely have a decent little haul here. I'm very much looking forward to every single one of these, and these 2 for sure I'm gonna be reading this fall. Like, these are gonna be top priority. I did not read on the picnic. We didn't read on the picnic. We literally just chatted for 2 hours. So I need to get home, make a quick dinner. I still have like 3 hours left of the audio for Dial A for Aunties, and I really want to finish that tonight, but it's gonna take me some focus and big time concentration to do that. But the next time I update you, I will probably be done with Suns Out Books Out. Wish me luck in finishing this book, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to get on home before this storm hits, because it's looking pretty dark outside. So I will catch up with you guys later. Hello everyone. Unfortunately, this is the end of Suns Out Books Out. This readathon way surpassed anything that I thought it was gonna be. Just from start to finish, I loved seeing everything that you guys did, everything that you guys put out. We also had our movie night, which was amazing. We had only planned to watch 1 episode, which was like 45 minutes of The Summer I Turned Pretty, and we ended up watching 4. So I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been a few days since the readathon has ended, and I did finish the show, and it was so cute and so good. I actually sobbed at one point. If you're hesitant to even watch that show, please do, because it definitely caught me off guard in so many ways, but like in the best way possible. And I also finished my last book. This was like a 5-star. I'm shocked, but also not shocked, because I loved Finley Donovan, and everyone was telling me how much that means I would like this book. And Emily Henry actually blurbed this, which I did not even see. That obviously says something, but unfortunately the romance and one of the plot twists near the end I wasn't really a fan of. I just thought the romance kind of pulled away from the humor of the story, the thrill of the story, and this definitely isn't like a mystery. It's more of like a fun contemporary book. I laughed out loud so many times. If you can get a hold of the audiobook, it's probably one of the best audios I've ever heard, honestly, because she does the voices of all the different aunties. But the story was just amazing, and I feel like what really pulled me in and was so relatable for me is our main character, Medi, is actually a photographer. She's a wedding photographer. So the author even went into detail explaining the lenses that she uses and how she hates taking pictures of the groomsmen and the groomsmen men get drunk sometimes, and it's frustrating as a photographer trying to do your job. And I just related so much to that aspect. Like, I cannot tell you how much I appreciated this. I feel like I cannot say much about this because I just want you to go into it blind, which is exactly what I did and exactly what was needed to really enjoy this book. But overall, throughout the whole week, I read 5 whole books, which is pretty dang good. And I have a 4-star, a 4.5-star, a 4-star, a 2-star, and a 3-star. It was kind of all over the place in regards to rating and my enjoyment for the week, and I didn't quite hit my 50 Goodreads goal. We're now at 48 for the year, and I'm trying to read 75 books and would love to read 100 this year again, but I'm not really sure. We are just one step closer to hitting 50 books for the year, which is very exciting. I seriously cannot thank you guys enough, and I cannot thank the hosts enough for running with my idea of a summer readathon, because I feel like summer is just slower, and I really just wanted to do something fun and engaging for the summertime because I love summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe we will do it again next year. Let me know in the comments how your reading went, how your week went, what your favorite thing about the readathon was. Let me know in the comments, but until then, I will see you guys next time in another reading vlog.